Okay, guys. Let's wait for everyone to hop on here because we totally disconnected and I gave people a hop on. All right. So I just realized that I gave a whole lecture and my phone like randomly turned off. Randomly turned off in the middle. So I was literally lecturing to nobody for like 15 minutes. Okay. Someone who was in the last live stream, where did we cut off? Because I was oblivious to it because I turned the camera around and couldn't see the screen. Can someone tell me where we cut off for the last live stream? Did we even get to this procrastination loop? Anyone know? Hey, Mason. Thank you. I appreciate it. Okay. Well, I don't know where we left off because no one's telling me. And I'm not going to flip the camera around this time because I was lecturing to nobody. But let's talk about procrastination. Because all you right that now are probably studying for finals and probably can't study. And the timings. What does the timings mean? Anyone from the last live stream? Can someone tell me where we left off? We finished the procrastination loop. Okay, awesome. Thank you so much. Okay, so awesome. So does everyone have their piece of paper handy? Everyone get out a sheet of paper. Everyone get out a sheet of paper so we can schedule out the rest of our day. Okay, so the rest of our day. So what I want you guys to do is whatever time it is right now, I want you guys to put it. So for me, it's 11 a.m. and put it all the way down to 8 p.m. Okay? So Luke Morris doesn't like being told what to do. All right, cool. Well, procrastinate more. So what I want you guys to do is you need to schedule out every single hour of your day, right? Because without a plan, we aren't good enough to wing it. If I'm not good enough to wing it, no one else here is good enough to just wing it and just plan out their studying just when they feel like it. Okay? So after this Zoom call, you should schedule out 2 hours of studying. Okay, so maybe from, let's say, 11 to 1 p.m., you're going to schedule out 2 hours of studying for your finals. Okay, so be specific. So for me, I would do histology flashcards. Okay, that's what I do because I have a histology final later today. But you need to be specific in what you are going to study after this IG Live is done. Why? Because we need less thinking involved and more doing. I know. I asked you to make it from 6 a.m., but we're just going to do for the rest of the day so it's useful. Okay? So plan out 2 hours after this, not an hour, but 2 hours of concentrated studying where your phone will be off. Your phone will be off in a different room and it's just you and the textbook or you and your computer. Okay? After that, you should schedule out some rest. So it could be lunch, could be a walk, could be something to recoup. Don't go on Netflix. Netflix isn't a recoup. You've just done all this studying where you're constantly bringing in all this information into your brain. What is Netflix? What is playing video games? It's the same thing. Right? It's all this visual stimuli going into your brain. Rather eat lunch, take a nap. I take a 30-minute nap every single day. It's a great recoup, okay? But don't watch Netflix and don't do Call of Duty. Then, right after your break, schedule out another 2 hours of studying. Okay? Again, be specific, but you have positive momentum after your break, so schedule in another 2 hours of studying. Schedule another break, but I would recommend, if it's already midday or past midday for all of you guys, right? Schedule 4 hours of studying, don't do any more. Because if you schedule 6 hours of studying, by the rest of the day, you're going to feel overwhelmed and you're not going to be confident in sticking to your plan. But 4 hours is very, very manageable. Okay? So if you can schedule out 4 hours and do 4 hours for the rest of the day, that is a successful day. Then later tonight, you're going to schedule out the next day. We want you to wake up early in the morning and just do it, don't think. Right? Overthinking leads to procrastination. We don't know where to start, but if we have a plan similar to this, we are going to study more often than not. We have to write these down right now. Someone from India is watching this at 1 a.m. Perfect. Schedule out tomorrow so you're productive. What should your plan be if your final is tomorrow? Well, you better start scheduling. You better get off this IG Live right now. If your final's tomorrow, you shouldn't be on this IG Live, but follow a schedule, right? Schedule when you're going to do flashcards, when you do practice problems, all of that. Okay? If your finals is within the next couple days, then it is time to schedule 6 and 8 hours, right? It's easy to study when your finals tomorrow or your finals in 2 days. You have that external pressure. But what if your final is in 2 weeks? Are you going to feel obligated to study? Not really. It's in 2 weeks. I'll get to it later, right? That's what we all do. That's what we all do. But if you set a schedule, is tomorrow, 1 a.m. guy, his exam is tomorrow. Well, it's a little too late for you. But if you schedule out your days like this and have a concrete plan, you will get things done. Or you'll get things done more than you did before, and we can only ask that. We can only to be incrementally better. We're not going to be 0 to 100 or F student to an A student overnight. It's just how it works. Okay? So now I want to answer your guys' questions. So what specifically do you want me to answer? What are you guys struggling with? What are we struggling with right now? Other than procrastination, because I just gave a whole lecture on that. Or give me specifically what you're working on or what is causing your procrastination. What external variables are you working with in your life When would you recommend going to bed? I'm a pre-med and I always stay up too late. Sometimes I end up going to the other room and getting my phone. How do I stop doing that? Okay, so the phone question, give your phone to someone else, have them hide it so you don't know where it is. How about that? Right? Even if you do put it in the other room, have someone else hide it. Going to bed, personally, I go to bed at 8:30 in the evening every single night. I know, it feels like we're in fourth grade again. But I wake up at 4:45 every single morning because I know that I am most productive in the morning and it's dead silent, it's dark outside, no one's going to distract me. But if you're doing things later in the night, there's better Instagram content, maybe there's sports on, my 49ers are playing later tonight. There's more distractions late at night. Your family is more prone to bother you, right? So get up and do things early in the morning, okay? Sleep cycle. There's no easy fix to do this. There's no easy fix for any of this, right? If you're on here looking for an easy fix, might as well get off because we've been procrastinating as students for years. Your sleep cycle has been broken for years. So you guys should aim to go to bed at 10 p.m. Phone is off at 9 p.m. Phone is off. So you're not constantly going on it and having blue light go into your eyes. Okay? Phone is off by 9. Trying to go to bed at 10 p.m. and waking up at 6 a.m. Waking up at 6 a.m. Right? Then you have a strong start to your morning. Let's say you don't go to bed. You go to bed at 1 a.m. Still wake up at 6 a.m. You'll be punished and you'll be forced to go to bed earlier the next night because you'll be pretty tired that you went to bed and woke up so early. Okay? Okay. Someone wants to start their own business. I procrastinate because I don't know how to start. Yes. Schedule 2 hours of working on your business every single day. Preferably in the morning if you procrastinate. The first thing you do, no problem, Morgan. The first thing you do should be the one thing that you're procrastinating on. So it could be studying, it could be working on your business. But from that 6 a.m. to 8 a.m. slot, if you're not a student, work on your online business because those two hours add up. You'll do 14 hours in a week, 4 weeks in a month. That's 56 hours in a month. Okay? So always do the one thing you need to do every single day that you're procrastinating on first thing when you wake up. If you wake up at 6 a.m., 9 a.m., whatever, get it out of the way. Okay, so your exams are in January. So schedule 2 hours per day. If your exams are in January, so a month away, if you schedule 2 hours every single day, including weekends, first thing when you wake up, that's 56 hours. We said if it's a month away, that you'll be studying for your exam. Do you think you'll be anxious if you studied 56 hours before your exam compared to just cramming? Do you think you'll have mental health issues or procrastinate or not feel confident or have test anxiety when you've studied consistently for a month straight? The answer is not likely. So 2 hours per day if your exams are in January, because those hours add up. Does that make sense? All right. Any other questions before we hop off here? Because I was talking to a black screen, I guess, for like 10 minutes. Any other questions? Yes, I coach students from all over the world. I coach people from Ireland, the UK, Canada, most definitely. Mason, send me a DM and I'll give you a special discount. I appreciate you reaching out. What do you do the night before the exam? Well, you should probably sleep, right? Sleeping is so important, but sometimes we put ourselves in predicaments where we haven't been studying consistently, so we need to study. Make sure you're doing practice problems. Don't just be reading the book. Don't be highlighting. What test have you ever taken that says, please highlight the correct information? No one. They give you a problem, you have to recall the information, and then you have to apply the information. So if you're cramming right now, make sure you're doing lots of practice problems because you never know, those could be featured on the tests. That make sense? We want to be active learners. This guy has 8 exams. How can he make a plan? Well, I just showed you how to make a plan. You being consistent every single day, not skipping out just because you don't feel like it. Okay? But active learning, we want to do flashcarding, practice problems, asking or quizzing ourselves all the time. Sir, I cannot sit for 2 hours consistently because you have to do 2 hours. Try your best to do 2 hours continuously. I'm not sure how to, your English is up to what I can understand. But try to do 2 hours continuously. Don't take breaks until afterwards. Okay? Everyone played a sport or maybe has a hobby. You know what feeling in the zone means. You're completely concentrated on the task at hand. It takes us 22 minutes to get into the zone. I know a lot of you guys get tired after only 30 minutes, but you have to push through. It's not going to be easy in the beginning. You're tired after 30 minutes, tell yourself too bad. You have to be mentally tough. If you want to achieve your dreams and get A's and do the things people aren't doing, you can't resign at the first instance of resistance. Wasn't the best way to put that. Does that make sense? You have to push yourself. It's not going to be easy. This is not a get rich quick scheme. This is not a get your A in 10 minute scheme. This is having a consistent plan so you feel confident and are putting in the work every single day. Okay? Awesome, guys. If you have any other questions, I'm going to hop off. Send me a DM. I'm going to do this more often where I'm going to give a lesson plan first, and then I can answer your guys' questions after that. All right, so I hope this is helpful. If you take one thing away from this whole live stream, That's going to make you instantly better in anything you want to do. Plan out every single day. You're going to be more effective. Okay? You're going to get things done, and you're going to feel more confident, and your mental health is going to thank you because of it. All right, guys. I'll see you later.